Hi, welcome to today's video. You can see I have old video again. So this is the back window original. We cleaned it because it was so foggy you couldn't see through. So before I tore it out, I wanted to clean it. And this video is going to be all about windows. So you can see how it looks. Stripped out the window with a hammer and chisel. You can see rubber mallet, I should say. The rubber was in pretty bad shape after 70-something years. I don't see why it wouldn't be. But I tried real hard not to break the glass so that I could put the glass back. And that's what we did. So I'm going to zip through a bunch of glass videos because most of you don't care. And that's crappy rubber. So let's see the new stuff. So I had my neighbor help me. He's done a lot more of this than I ever have. His name's Kevin. He does Saturday's Speed Shop. A lot of cool videos that he's put out with his cars he's building. Supercharged 56 Chevy, the 70 Nova he's done, and a couple other older cars. He's got some pretty cool stuff, so you have to check him out. So this is us putting the back window in. We did it like people do. They put the little ropes inside. And you yank the rope and the stuff falls in. You'll see. So I get inside. So Kevin's outside manhandling the glass, trying to push it and maneuver it, get it in there. And I'm on the inside. And you can see me trying to fight the different, get the rope and then the rubber falls in. So we follow that trick. And long story long, it takes a long time to do all this, getting the rubber around, trying to make sure it doesn't fall out, pushing and pulling and pushing and pulling, and then the window finally will pop in. I use this little spiky tool that I had to help not ruin the rubber. I'm not the best at it. I still kind of ruin the rubber, but after the window's in, then there's this locker. And the locker pushes the rubber apart and seals in the window. I started on the bottom. The video was super shaky, so I went to the top. But yeah, we did it the whole way around the window. All of it gets this rubber locker. So super exciting to see glass in here again. Then we start on the windshield, right? You can see me putting the rubber on the glass. I got all this from Bob's Auto Glass. I forget where they're out of. They're really good. The flat glass came. It was all in one little box. The rubber was all there. Everything was great, except the windshield. But I'll get to that. So we got the windshield. We're doing all this stuff, making sure it all works, fighting with the rubber. Everything's good. I'm super excited about it. This is so fun because you're like, I've had this car in pieces for a year or so, no glass, no nothing. You forget what it looks like with glass in it. You forget what the trim looks like. Here's me spraying down lube on everything, basically some dish soap and water, a bunch of it, and these squishy window suction cups. Then we pull the ropes in, and just so you guys know, an old Dodge car like this does not go in this way. You put the rubber in the frame, and then you just set the glass in. And you can do one side at a time, the old split window. Either way, Kevin and I thought this was the right way. It is. It worked, right? But it's much easier to do it the other way. So, getting the window in, follow the same practice, put it all together, pulling the ropes, trying to get this window in. And it might not be the most exciting video to people, but this is a very exciting task to me because, it's closer to usefulness and drivableness. Useful. Anyway, so we work the rubber into the frame. It goes pretty good. You can see Kevin's pushing, I'm pulling, and poop, right on in, nice and solid. The glass stays real flexible with all this. And I just try to pull it in because the rope fell out at the top. Nothing better than forcing it. Once you get the windows in, it's time to sneak out some chrome. Because, you get the window shield in. I'll come back to it and show you the issues. And There you go, opening some chrome up. Because, you know, I've had all the chrome redone in Tucson, Arizona by chrome shop people. I don't even know their names anymore. It was a long time ago. And wanted to see how it looked, because you paint the car, you put glass in the car, and look, that two-tone looks so much better with the chrome strip. And I get all excited. And so I think I'm going to show you how much chrome work I had to try to do putting this molding on the window. I got the driver's side in. Look at me cleaning everything as I go. And then I get to the passenger side, and I'm using a weed whacker cable and a little bike installer, and it doesn't work. And I do it again, and it's not working. And I do it again, and it's not working. And the rubber, what you're doing is you're pulling this wire, and the rubber lip like flops into the molding, and it should hold it. But you see there, the locker, there you go. See that? That's a lot of bad words. That's why this is voiced over. So then I put it on again, and I keep going. I spent, the first time I did the window molding, I spent at least 3 hours trying to do this. So be grateful there's only a few episodes you have to look at. I lube it, I lube it, I lube it, I go crazy. I get it all in. You can see the excitement on my face. Look at that. Oh, anger everywhere, frustration everywhere. Because as you go, things aren't working, things aren't flowing. This is not a happy day. And then, when I get it all said and done, I still have issues. So, not good. But trying to get the molding on, you pull it in the corners, it doesn't quite fit, so you lube it and you work it with this little plastic pry bar thingy, and I'm working it, and nothing. Piece of crap. So this is the doors. Before sound deadening, after. So I also added door locks, because when the window made me mad, I switched to something else. So these door locks did not come in it. I had assembled the doors a little better, the door lock and handles, and I drilled this piece out, put this in, and if you remember back from my door latch video, this is how it works. So as you pull up and down the lock on the inside, it twists that, and you can see a little hammer on the bottom. That goes in the way, so you can't move the door handle. So this car, you could actually lock yourself inside. That sucks, but I built it, so I like it. So I did get the back molding on. It worked all right. You know, cussing and screaming at the windshield, I said, screw it, and I went to the back. Got the molding on that, the mirrors on, the door handles on, the vent windows are in, the side glass is in. I took my glass to a place up Phoenix. There's a place I found who had set the glass in the rails, and I hit my molding on. It has funky doodle clips. You bang it onto it, and then it snaps over it, and I hurt my hand at least 20 times because it's really tight. But yeah, I got all the new clips, shiny chrome molding. Didn't work right, so I get a little more persuasion. Couple stubborn ones, I just start beating the heck out of it with a hammer. Rawr! Hammers can fix everything. Don't worry, it's a soft rubber mallet. I didn't ruin everything. Just a little bit of dents in it now. It was perfect. Now it's jaked. So, the chrome on. You can see how nice it turns out, nice and smooth. No, it's not a fancy build, but you can see how much better it looks with the majority of the molding on, except for the center front windshield. The chrome, the paint's polished, the shiny rims, rear bumper, rear trunk is basically done, the Dodge logo, the handle, license plate. There's no tail lights, but it's looking like a car. But now let's go back to the windshield, if you would. I think the hood ornament is my favorite. The Dodge emblems are beautiful, and that coronet patch. The front piece sits on, but this floats up, and then you can see up top how it sticks off. Now, Should make sense. And then the chrome, appears like it's got to go in farther, but it's right there and it won't let it come back up. And this little rubber up here, I cut it to try to let it push up, and it won't do it because the rest of the rubber is holding it out. And it is the same on the bottom, where it's in there nice and tight, but this piece is bound up on this piece, and they're really, it just needs to come out. But this rubber, I've done it 3 times and it's not coming out and doing its little thing. Overall though, it looks really close except for that little issue. So on the inside, up top, it's hard to get, but the rubber doesn't let it quite sit flat. But down on the bottom, it's where it should kind of sit, and it's only good on one end. Hopefully the pictures work better. So these are the videos that I had sent to the factory. You can see here the rubber is lifted up. This is the second gasket, $350 gasket or something like that. They extended the centerpiece here, and it got a little bit closer. I'll show you in just a second. See the chrome? It goes up the center, but I don't know. Maybe someday I'll go out to the rubber factory with the car and be like, let's put a new gasket in this, the right one. And they'll help me fix it. But I got the rear gasket, it worked, stuck it in the front, modified it, glued it, and then I had it tinted by the local tint shop. They wouldn't do it at the shop, and I was like, cool, come to my house. And the guys were like, yeah. And they tinted the whole car for me. It took them a couple hours. They're doing it on the outside, then they put it on the inside, and it looks like this. So the tint really made the top look really good. The white roof, dark tint, cars moving, rear bumper. I think the car's turning out pretty nice. A lot of work with the windows, a lot of little headaches. I worked with a lot of things trying to figure them out, trying to get it done. But I don't know about you. Let me know what you think. Does the car look good with the tinted windows? Do you like the rims? Do you like the chrome? Do you like the paint? What do you guys think? I'd like to hear some input. I'm not changing anything, but I would like to be judged. So I hope you enjoy the video. You're going to be grateful I zoomed through it, but you guys have some fun. We'll see you on the next video. Be good.